Welcome back to another episode of Pocket Change. This is a pick and pass. I'm not sure.
14,
14.
something like that.
73. Pick and pass 73. Thank you for joining us for 3 years in the future. No, but hey, I have no idea what the number is because we are trying to do this real quick
To
and get
stay
it out the
ahead,
same
ladies and
guy.
gentlemen, for
Ryan
you guys,
traveling.
because he's traveling, and we want to make sure that we got this for you, because this tends to be one of our favorite things we love to do, because it involves sourcing and talking about sourcing, finding the right items for his store, for my store, two different plans. Again, he's going up to 5,000 items. That's the store plan that he's got. Just expand to more of a Walmart, Target, Kmart, Roses,
They still have
targeted,
roses
and
in your
trying.
area?
They still have Roses in my area. Yes, we
I
got
thought
one.
they went out of business.
Nope, they're still around, just like Winn Dixie.
Sam Walton, his goal was he wanted to buy roses, and roses wouldn't sell to him. So he built a Walmart like within a mile of every freaking Roses and tried to run them out of business, which he did in my area and mostly across the country. I know when I was in Charlotte for FlipCon, I saw a Roses and I went in it. It didn't look like it was doing well. No.
They're barely hanging on, but they're
Yeah,
still around.
yeah.
Anyway, that's Benz's approach. My approach, I'm cutting him off here, ladies and gentlemen, because he'll ramble forever about everything. But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. If you watch the podcast, you realize I talk like 22% of the time, while he talks 78% of the time. Yeah, just
well, we
saying.
can fix that.
No, the
Kidding.
person that talks way more than me is you, and it makes me like, hey, should I try to get a word in edgewise? And you just like,
No, you can't.
no, I can't. I try. People, tell them, slow it down. Let Jeff talk a little more. But then again, we've been doing well, so they must like hearing you, not me. So just keep talking.
Anyway, let's kick this off, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the thing. We're doing a picker pass. We love picker pass. It's one of our favorite things. Sourcing. Here's the kicker, though. Again, he's going for the shotgun approach, the bigger store. It is working. If you watched our other episode, you'll see that he's actually proven that concept. My concept launches August 1st. So the whole store is going revamped like it's going to be under new management. Hopefully going to have a new logo, but we're gonna try to see if that concept works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, ladies and gentlemen. But what it is a more targeted sell through rate. If you've been watching our picker pass, the idea is to get to 620 items that are, hey, it's the cat,
That's
that
why I kicked
are
the door the last time. They had been gone. Been gone. She just can't get enough
at
of them.
least you
I
want to
wish my
have
wife
it.
was on me like this cat's on me. I'm just saying.
Anyway, he's trying to distract me, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the thing. My store is 620 items, hopefully 50% or better, but I've told Benz, I said that's a little bit too much to start with. So I'm starting more in the targeted 25 and up percentage range, and we'll see how it goes. That being said, I want to kick things off just a little bit different tonight. So you're going to look things all up, right? We didn't pick any items. We're just doing this off the cuff items we had to grab. And there's an item that I'm wanting to bid on Shop Goodwill. So we're actually going to walk you through this process a little bit, ladies
Yeah,
and
I've been
gentlemen.
looking.
I'm going to share the screen to start with, then Benz will share his screen. But we're actually going to look at an item that I am currently deciding whether or not to bid on. So let's go ahead and let's share the screen. It says select tab. Here we go. Okay, share. Okay, so can you see the item now?
Yes.
Okay, so what this is, and I'm going to reduce it a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. This is a statue. Now, you guys know I've harped on Benz's indigenous art so much because it's really terrible, but I really like this statue here. I think it's worth a lot of money. It's a vintage 1969 Michael Garman cowboy holding rifle sculpture, and it even
You got
has.
1 hour, 1 minute left to bid on it.
I've not bid on it yet. There's 1 hour left to bid on it, so it'll be
Mhm.
gone by the time you folks see this. One way or the other. But this is how I kind of go through it. I'm looking here. We got several sites that I look at. Benz looks at sites. Benz goes to thrift stores. I don't really get those opportunities, so I do a lot of my sourcing online. So Benz, let's look this one up. I'm going to stop sharing here and let you share, so you can kind of show how we do this on eBay.
All right.
Let me get over
So,
here and stop sharing. Get a
what's
new
the
one.
item number on Shop Goodwill?
So the item number is 205 485.
I already got it. What's the item number?
Okay. look the item up. You before you bid seriously and get into a bidding war. If it's going to be something like that, you definitely want to come over and look up the sold comps, just like we've been doing so many times before.
All right, I'm going to
But
share. You see my share
all right,
screen?
so you're sharing the screen.
So yes, the first thing that
There we go.
popped up.
Yep, there we go.
That's not him. That's the pistol guy, right?
Right?
If we scroll down, boom, this is him, right? With the rifle.
Nope, because that guy is holding the rifle down, isn't he?
Oh yeah, he is.
This guy's holding the rifle. It might be that guy right there. Let me see. Yeah, I think it's that guy for $85 right there.
Yeah. So that looks good.
Yeah,
There
it
is again
is.
for 55. That's the down rifle guy.
So we got
Definitely a
85.
lot of it, So let's just him in general.
Yeah, so he's a pretty good sculptor, a pretty well known sculptor.
There's 110 of them
110.
for sale.
What's the sold?
One.
Only one.
But it is that guy.
It is. Yeah.
Now
Well,
there's
looks like
other ones.
there's others that are sold too.
Yeah,
So
it's
if we
just
go
not
back
written
to
the same way.
just if yeah, it's not reading the same way. So let's go back and take it out and let's just have him cowboy sculpture or whatever, and let's go change the numbers.
So if you just do cowboy sculpture sold, 33.
Yeah, and you're still doing solds here.
Yep, 33.
Yeah, no, you could have left it there. How many was it?
33
Okay, 33. So now we're going to take that 33, ladies and gentlemen, and
across
how many
129.
divided by 129? So it's got a 25.58%. But that particular one we saw sold for $55.
Yep.
So what we're going to do now is we're going to take that $55, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to divide that by 4. So that means 13.75 is really where I need to be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share a screen again so I can show you what I do. Okay. This may be my only item tonight. I don't want to take up too much time. But okay, so I'm showing it here. So now I'm going to look at the seller. Okay, so this is actually my seller right here, Goodwill Industries of Central North Carolina. They are actually in Greensboro. Seller info. They're actually in Greensboro, so I can actually go pick this up. So I don't need to figure in shipping. Otherwise, I would go here to shipping. I would click get estimate. And what I want to do is I want to look at this number here and I want to take that out of the 1375. So then that wouldn't be worth it for me. But since I'm not having it shipped and I'm looking here at 1099, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll just see. I mean, basically, as long as I get it for 1375, I'm doing really good. So I'm going to put in 13.75. We'll see if my bid comes true. Place bid. I've already been outbid. Now, I know that I've got a little bit more meat on the bone on this one because it sold for $55. It's already there. So what
The
I
only
will do
other one that's
sometimes on an
listed
item
was
like this
85.
is I will take it right. So I can take that 1375 and I'm going to go over here to my calculator and I'm actually going to times it by 1.75. So that lets me know I can actually go up to $24 if I feel it's worth it and still make money because I'll double my money on it. So I'm going to go ahead and go 24. Well, let's do 23.99. 23.99. Now this is my max bid, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching it live right here. Well, not live, but you're watching it. Place bid, bid received. I'm currently the high bidder. Okay, now that's the most I'm going to go. And if you look right here, it's going to end in 45 minutes, 11 seconds, and I'm getting it for $16. So I'm what, 225 higher than what I wanted.
Yeah.
So I mean, I may get this, ladies and gentlemen. It's a good item. It can make me at least double my money. It's got a 25, almost 26% sell through rate. So maybe more than that because we only saw like 4 or 5 of them that were this same one.
And
And
the ones that were listed were like 85 and up.
yeah,
So but somebody bought it for 55, so you know it sells for 55. So
That's
now
the
we're going to
deal.
sit here for 45 minutes, everybody, and wait for it to end. No, I'm just kidding.
No, we're not. We're not. We're gonna do that. But I'm gonna stop sharing. We'll let Ben's go with his first item. Um, we may be more
My
traditional
first
here.
item is
Okay, so
baseball mug. Baseball team
he's
mugs.
pulling up the baseball mugs that he just sourced recently.
Yeah. So this
So
is the
we're gonna
Baltimore
look at
Orioles,
those. Okay.
and this one's the Detroit Tigers. I went to a yard sale. Somebody who was collecting them, they've probably passed away, um, or they decided to quit collecting them. I paid a quarter a piece. I got like 30 different mugs with different teams on them.
Pretty good deal to me.
Yeah, and I looked at one up quickly, and it seemed to be between $5 and $10. Now I didn't do the sold compound.
So let's share a screen. Let's walk through it. We'll do a little bit different here, ladies and gentlemen, tonight. You're looking at one in particular. Or you're looking at just
No, I
baseball
just said
mugs.
baseball team mugs because there wasn't a lot of them. I tried to do the individual
Okay.
one. I couldn't find the Baltimore Orioles. Right, so baseball team mugs, 129 of them for sale. You know, Tampa Bay Rays. There's an Orioles one, but it's not like the one I have. And you know what? This is sold because let's. Okay, so hold on.
129 sold because you lost me on
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
your numbers there.
Yeah, so we're gonna do it again. Damn it! Hold on. I tried to exit out of it, but it didn't work. So, all right. So now we're gonna share the baseball team
Okay.
sold. All right. All
Okay.
right. So baseball team mugs, and that number just went.
Sold.
I just got a cha-ching. Heck yeah! Woohoo! Sorry. Whenever that cha-ching goes off, I lose all sense of anything. But all right. So
Okay, we're gonna
baseball
come back to the ching, but
team
right now,
mugs.
so how many sold?
So there's
That's
thirteen
sold,
hundred
right?
of them available. Right.
There's how
Okay.
many?
1,300 available.
1,300 available. Okay. And sold?
129. So 10%.
129 divided by 1,300. 9.9, so yeah, 10%. So that one, ladies and gentlemen, if you're following my plan or you're thinking about getting into mine, again, we're not proved it yet. Again, it came from another reseller that's successful, so I'm gonna try it and see. That would not be one we was selecting for my store, even though we got it for a quarter. But if you're following Benz's, which he's already proven is true, getting it for a quarter and it sells, looks like they sell for anywhere from
99 cents to $15. $20 that one.
well, just to
8.99.
kind of depends. Yeah, so we're
All
gonna
over
say
the place.
around $10, $10 to $12. So
Yes.
Ben's did good. He got it for less than $2 to $3. So you want to stay south of that $2 mark, just in case it's one that only sells for you know
$5.
$5.
Yeah.
But you feel safe going up to $2 at max, the most, and see what you can get with it if you're following Benz's plan. Following my plan won't work because you're below. Remember, your smaller inventory, the plan I'm on. Higher resale rate.
Right.
Higher
So
resale rate.
you're
Because
looking at a minimum of 25, right?
yeah, barely. Your 25 is the absolute minimum because you need to make your money. See, in Benz's, to make his money, he just needs enough items to sell a bulk amount of items. He's making money on volume. Whereas the plan I'm following is based on small inventory, high turnover rate. You're wanting your entire inventory to basically turn over every 90 days. Every 90 days, you want the inventory in mind to completely be gone, and but now you're replacing it, but you do not have anything after 90 days that you had 90 days ago. If that makes sense.
Yes. My cha-ching was for the world's scariest police chases, Sony PlayStation 1. Sold for $11 plus shipping.
And how much did you pay for it?
I bought 79 video games for $63.
So less than $1.
Less than $1.
So
And there was some really good ones in there. Last week I was on vacation mode. 4 of those were for those games, and the week before when I had listed them, I sold all the high dollar ones right off the bat. So really, I have nothing in it. So it's $11 out of nothing. They are selling well. So PlayStation 2 games sell, I think, better than your PlayStation 3 games you were selling.
They
You can't
do.
do.
And the reason is because right now PlayStation 3 is in that transfer over
Yeah.
to the secondary market.
Two
So,
best ones I had was Leisure Suit Larry, which I sold for like
of course,
$38, and I had the Playboy Mansion video game, where you go to the Playboy Mansion, you go to the lagoon, you go to all the different places in the Playboy Mansion. That one sold for $60. All right, what you got?
okay, so I'm actually going to let's go back to I'm going to go back to Shop Goodwill because again sourcing here, but I'm not gonna bring it over, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to tell you something I see a lot of times on here, and
All
what
right,
they are is the Memories Collection Christmas tree ornaments. You see the big, you guys have seen them all the time. They're the globes that you saw when you were kids and everything. And so it's the Christmas tree ornament, collectible Christmas tree ornaments. Are they worth buying? Because I mean, like right now, you can get a bunch of them. Here's one $6.49. That's probably a little bit much, I think.
what's the number so I can look it up?
Um, okay, so I'm just gonna give you the number on this particular one:
Yeah.
205
Mm-hmm.
205 510 827.
Oh, that's cute.
It is cute, isn't it? But I mean, is it worth putting any money into? That's the thing. Are these Christmas ornaments worth putting any money into? Because I've got some Christmas stuff that I've got that I sent some last Christmas. They sold really well. It was a big seller. Things right before Christmas and starting in November. I'm starting to look at Christmas stuff. Should I be buying it now and putting it back and going to list it in October and November? But
Christmas sells all year, so you should list it right away. So the Memories Collection. All right, so let's share that.
okay,
Memories Collection. Unbreakable Satin Ornament. That's what that one was called. That's what we went with.
yep, that's what
99
it
of them.
is.
So
Okay, so there's 99 of them.
13.26, $5, 13.26, $10, $10, $13, $5. I would say they're probably worth 750.
I would say you go with 750. Is your resale value. So, ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen, if we take $7.50 and we divide that by my four, I shouldn't pay more than $1.87 for it if I should even buy it. So let's see, how many sold?
Resold.
Three.
Three.
Three sold out of how many again was listed?
100 or 99. No, you shouldn't buy that. You
No,
should
you should
walk
not
away.
buy that at all,
You
ladies and
should
gentlemen.
run.
Even if you're following Benz's store,
Yeah, I
you
wouldn't
should
buy
walk
that.
away from those. So
Yeah, that.
So even if you're following Benz's thing, you should walk away from those. He's got a 3% sell through rate. Benz does not like those. We both had a couple of those that are down in those dumps, and we don't like them. Benz draws a line at like 5 to 6%.
Yeah,
That's his
ten
definite
percent. That's
line.
where I'm trying to
He's
shut
like,
it.
no,
Unless it's indigenous art,
yeah,
I
he
don't
wants to stay
mind.
at 10. But
All right, so
we both had items that are down there in the single digits, and it sucks.
you're gonna hold
But
that
no,
forever.
even Benz wouldn't buy that.
Yes, that's just pretty
I've
bad
had
when
items
Ben's
down
on
there
that.
too. I've had items down there.
So
So
my next
yeah,
item is Ray-Ban sunglasses.
okay,
This one
another item you just
is
sourced.
ORB 2123 is the model
Yeah, but
number.
should we get that specific, or should we just do
No, I'm just doing Ray-Ban sunglasses. I'm just saying what this one is. So it's brand new in package. It has still has the plastic on the arms. Everything's still packed up. So new in box.
Who buys Ray Bans and doesn't wear them?
I don't know. I got two pair from the same place. So it probably this guy was a Ray-Ban guy, and he probably lost them, and he probably no longer exists, so he doesn't need them. I don't know. There was no one wearing Ray-Bans at the sale, so I assume that they are from Pops. So Ray-Ban sunglasses,
Okay,
15,000
so
Ray-Ban.
Ray Bans,
Yep, all over the place in price. Like these are all the
15,000.
same,
Okay,
84.94, 84.99. But you get down here, there's some cheaper ones. That's not the one I have. This is the one I got. RB2132 new Wayfair classic black
so
frames with green lining.
67.99.
Yeah, so 67.99 free shipping. So So that just give you an
Free
idea what these.
shipping. Okay, 67.99 divided by 4. You got to get them for less than, and then you got free shipping on them, so you might as well minus another $7.
Yeah. So yeah, I would
So
say
you got to get them
60.
for less than $10.
Paid
$10.
$5 a pair for those two, which
Okay,
seemed like a good deal.
so you did well.
Yeah.
You did well.
So 15,000 available.
Yep.
Hey, so
So
if anybody knows how to get rid of this, it always defaults to
I
me.
don't
I
know.
don't
Mine
know.
doesn't do that. Mine doesn't do that.
I
I don't
don't
know
know
why
why it
yours
does
does that.
that. So 9,900 sold. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yes, it is. That's a 66% sell through rate, ladies and gentlemen. That is an excellent one. It doesn't matter which store model you are working, that is an excellent one. And getting it for less than $10 is out of this world, because what he's going to do is he got it for $5.
And
He's going to end
this
up
is it
selling it
here.
for around 65. Yeah, that one's the same one right there, sold for 100.
Well, it's
He's going
100
to
with a
sell it
flash.
anywhere.
So
It's 100 what?
so if you see a slash through it, like it's 99 with a slash, they took an offer.
Yeah, so they took an offer. Here's the thing, though, ladies and gentlemen. So let's say we know it sold. It's being listed. So I'm going to say $60 to $100 because his is brand new in the box.
Yeah,
Um, so and some of them are and some of them aren't.
I would say
But if you
60 bucks
take
is
that,
easy, easy. $60, I think you'll sell
yeah,
that
I
all
think
over.
$60 easy. I think $60 it'll sell like crazy. So we'll say let's say 75.
Yeah,
So he's going to make 15 times his money on that right there.
yes,
15 times his money. So that is an awesome, awesome buy there, ladies and gentlemen. If you come across Ray-Ban glasses, sunglasses, look them up. Some of them are less than others, but it's a pretty safe bet. If you can get them for less than $10 at a yard sale, thrift store for less than $10 or less, buy them. I mean, even if they're not new in the box, if you can get them for that, buy them.
yeah, definitely worth it. Definitely. I mean, at five
Pieces.
bucks, new in a box, I'm like, oh, I'm in. I don't care what
You
they
don't
sell.
want them in pieces. You don't want them in pieces.
No.
Don't get them all broke up. But if they're still wearable and they're in great condition, $10 or less, buy them like crazy all day long. That's a great one, man.
Yeah,
This
and I
makes
was
me
looking up Ray-Ban sunglasses. I wasn't looking up new ones, right? So that was just in general
right.
Ray-Ban sunglasses. Any kind of sunglass, whether it's used or not, has that sell-through rate easily 5 into 60. That's and more than 10 times. That's my goal. 10 times. 10 times my money.
You did really well. Really well. And with those being brand new in the box, you're probably going to get 10 times your money,
Yeah.
I would
You need
say.
to move over. You're only getting like half your nose in the frame.
Sorry. I was having to lean over. Ladies and gentlemen, I put my camera so I can look at it and try to look at Ben's. And I was over here looking at the place because I was like, Ray-Ban 66%. Because there again, ladies and gentlemen, my store model is I need to be the higher sell through rate. It needs to turn over every 90 days for me to make the same kind of money
I brought
that
you an item.
Ben's is doing.
There you go.
So,
Ray-Bans and not new are 66%. So I don't know what new would be, but uh, can't complain. All right, that was a good $10 spent. There's a
that
lot
was
of
an
times I
excellent
spend
$10
$10. I don't make jack. So
because you got two of them.
yeah,
So you're going to turn around and make between $125 and $150 on that. Wow.
yeah. So I can't complain. So I'm going back on
No,
vacation
you cannot
after I get
complain at
done
all.
this. I'm going to put my stuff on vacation until next weekend. We'll see if
So
we
there
sell
you go,
something.
ladies and gentlemen. There you go. I just want to emphasize something here. Yard selling is the key.
It is the key.
It's a key. It's a
Yard selling
huge
is where you're going to make your money. I thrift all the time. Thrift stores are getting more and more expensive. It's getting harder to find stuff. If I was doing this for a living right now, I'd be really, really worried that I wouldn't be able to find enough stuff if I didn't already have 400,000 items.
But I
Never.
think with yard selling, I think you can find it. Now, I do think that if you're going to do yard selling, then you probably do need to do your store model. I don't know. I don't know. Selling a lot of things you found yard selling, the little vintage
Yeah,
music boxes, the Ray-Ban sunglasses. So you're finding good stuff, not all the time. It's hard for me to find stuff I don't know how that one guy's doing his model where he's constantly saying it's got to be 50% or more. I mean, that's hard. That's why I
that's
dropped down to
crazy.
25. I mean, and I'm probably going to have to double my number from 620 to
Well, you're
1240.
going to go to the next store level, so you'll get 1,000 listings. So even if you have to do the full 1,000, and then minus out any collectibles or anything that's VHS or the cards or anything like that, you can put on there for free. I do think you're going to have to fill that full 1,000 up and then flip it over,
I
unless
think
you can
I
find
agree.
50% items.
Yeah, I think so too. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, just a little different format tonight on Pick and Pass, just for you guys because I didn't have any items handy that I wanted.
Oh,
That
you got plenty of items handy behind you, but
right
you're trying to
behind the magic curtain.
yes,
August
magic.
August 1st. August
Yes.
1st.
So we're gonna make our goal. Which your goal was what? 30 grand.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hit it.
Mine
If
was a
I hit,
hundred. I've checked it. I'm at like 18 right now, so I'm not gonna hit it. But I spent the first 6 months traveling for my company, and I'm working for them through September 6th. Probably will not hit that number, but it is what it is, right? This is our hobby.
but
This
if
is
you're
what
at
we're trying to
18
figure out
grand
how to
for a
do it.
hobby, you're at 18 grand for a hobby. That's pretty good for a hobby.
Yeah, I will
Right?
definitely make 30 grand this year for
I mean,
sure.
you see that, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, honestly, he's probably talking gross 30 grand.
I am. I'm talking gross,
After
right?
taxes
So
and everything, though, you could pay off your car very easily in 2 years. You
yeah,
could, I mean, there's a lot you can do with 18 to 30 grand. I mean, there's a tremendous amount. Now, if I can get my store rolling and we can prove its concept, I'm probably going to be somewhere around 6 to 10 by the end of the year.
that's awesome. I mean,
Which I think, yeah, I think it's awesome too. Yeah, you started when you moved to Florida.
yeah, I started so I moved to Florida as a hobby because I got tired of giving all my free time away to somebody else, and then my other hobby was golfing and bowling, which cost me $50 to $150 a week. So I'm like, let's do something that you can do that'll make you a little bit of cash instead of cost you cash as a hobby.
I started because I need extra money. So, but I do think the first year, this is why we started doing this program, ladies and gentlemen, because one thing is I learned watching Ben's, listening to Ben's, and in 22 days had my first sale, which eBay will tell you it's 90 days to your first sale. I
Mm-hmm.
did it in 22 days, and I'm going to be on track right now. I mean, I've already made over 2 grand for this year alone.
Yeah,
In my first year, I've already made over three.
yeah,
Now I'm going to track to probably do if my store concept proves out, I'll probably do another 6 to 10, which again eBay will tell you that 35% of their stores, people that open stores on eBay, are actually there the second year. So that tells you they didn't make no money.
yeah.
So for me to already be turning that kind of money, and I'm turning a profit. Everything I sell, I'm making money on. And so if you're looking for something that you can do working 2 hours when you get off work at night, you're going to make money if you're listening and following. Do what we tell you. Definitely don't do what we tell you not to do because we've made those mistakes.
Yes.
We're playing with the other stuff. If we tell you to do something, we know it's working. But basically, if you're watching our pick and pass and you're watching our regular show, there's really no reason you shouldn't be making some money if you're actually putting the time into it.
There's no way you can't make money on eBay. Especially if you're starting out, walk around your house and find 25 things that you don't really care about. Everybody has 25 things in their house that they bought, they collected, or their old clothes. You don't need anymore. That doesn't mean anything to you, and sell it. And you'll get those sales, and then you'll make a little bit of money. Do it the way you should do, like you've been doing. You started with free clothes that someone gave you, turned
Mm-hmm.
that into profit, took that profit and bought more things. I didn't do it that way. I started 6 months before I actually set up my eBay business. I was buying stuff because I wanted to make sure I had all this inventory. So that way I had to, no, you don't need that. I did it wrong. You should just go ahead and sell what you have, make a little bit of money, and then reinvest that. And
Well, I
that way
don't know.
you'll end
I
up,
mean, it depends on how you got it. It depends on what you got going on, what you got going, doing. I mean, I know a guy several years ago, not eBay reselling, but he did a whole different job. He got laid off from IBM, and he took his severance pay and he invested in himself, his entire severance pay, and within 2 years, he's making over $1 million in sales, in the sales that he went into. Invest in yourself, believe in yourself, and learn. You got to learn. That's the big thing
yeah,
is if you're not willing to learn how to do reselling, you're not
Don't
going to
bother.
make money. It don't matter. But if you're willing to learn, do research, and it becomes fun to. It's fun to me to find an item like the cowboy that I found earlier. That's cool. I'm gonna get right now. I'm just check the results because we are here. Let's see what it's down to. Let's just check. Here, I'll share my screen right quick. I know we're getting
All
ready to
right.
get off, but we've been on here quite a bit. As you can see, I've been searching for Ray Bans. Um, let's go here to auctions in progress. Yes, I'm still winning it for $16. Let's see how long it's still got. It's got 18
18
minutes,
minutes.
55 seconds. Now, that doesn't mean somebody won't come in and snipe it out from underneath me, ladies and gentlemen. They might. If they do, so be it. It is what it is. But
You
I'm
put in
not
the
going to.
max you're willing to pay, and that's what matters.
That's it. And be willing to walk away. Trust me,
Yeah.
I've got into them. We keep harping on that. I've gotten into that before. Do not. Do not.
No, I've done that before too. I fell in love with an item in my mind, and I realized that you know what, you just need to walk away because otherwise you're going to overpay, and once you overpay, you can't make any money. So,
That's it. That's it.
this is the max I'm going to pay. Put it in there, and then make them pay more than your max. I like that idea, and that way you're making more money for the company involved, right? If you wouldn't have bid that much, they wouldn't have made more.
We appreciate you, ladies and gentlemen. And again, this is our way of trying to help you, and we're learning too. So you're learning with us.
So, and that's the thing you need to realize, especially when you're buying stuff in auctions and online, that you need to, this is the max I'm going to spend. Now, I don't do it the way he does. He'll put his max in and walk away. I think you put 70% of your max in, get them up to that, and then show up at the last minute and try to get it for your max. But everybody's got their own system.
I used to do that. Now I just put in the max and walk away because and I'll still watch it. But the big thing is I know it's my max.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to fight in the last 3 seconds. It's my max that I can pay. I've done that before where I fought and I got into a little bit of, and then I didn't make any money.
You do
That's
your
the way
research before
Goodwill.
you spend, because I've had that
Right.
problem. I'll get in there and there'll be like 3 minutes left. And I'm like, oh, I know that's worth this. And I really haven't done the research. And next thing you know, I spend more than the item was worth. So make sure you understand what it's worth before you start your bidding war. Thank you very much for stopping by. We're going to edit it. This is longer than the regular episode. Just saying. I don't know what happened, but
Remember, everything sells eventually.
it does. Or you probably shouldn't have bought it.